Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video with the one and only me, Divine. And if you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you ain't new here, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. Don't forget to like, share this video, and please be sure to turn on your post notifications so you don't miss little old me. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, it is 10 things I wish I knew in my early 20s. Yes, I am in auntie status, y'all. I am in auntie status. I am in my late 20s. I may look younger. Thank you. Thank you in advance. But no, I'm in my late 20s. And these are just 10 important things that I wish I knew in my early 20s. And I feel like people who are my age still and people who are in their early 20s definitely can take some pointers from this video, because it's just you live and you learn, and it's just life lessons. So without further ado, let me just get right into the video. So number one, 10 things I wish I knew in my early 20s is it's okay to say no. It is perfectly fine to say no. I feel like a lot of times we always said yes, 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 especially to people depending on who that person was. You were always saying yes. You always obligated yourself to do something and didn't want to do it. You didn't want to do it. And when you said yes, but then there come the complaints. You said yes, but then here comes the drain. And it was just like, yes, 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 yes. And I feel like a lot of times your yeses wasn't being appreciated. Your yeses didn't count at all. It meant nothing to some people. So I feel like it is so important that you know now that it is okay to say no. And the same people, y'all, this one I knew it was okay to say no without anything behind it. It's because the same people that would say it is okay to say no, or all you have to do is just say no. And when you say no to those people, they are the same people that will ask you why right after you say no. And that's when I know y'all, I could really laugh right now because it's that funny, but I'm so serious. Those same people will ask you why. You don't owe nobody no explanation of why you do not want to do something, why you don't want to say anything, why you don't want to do anything that go against anything that you want to do or say. You don't owe nobody no explanation. So that's number one. Number two, things I wish I knew in my early 20s was that everything don't have to be shared, y'all. And sometimes we still slip up and do it. I feel like we get so caught up in being excited and wanting to tell somebody about your accomplishments or stuff that you got going on or stuff that's not even in the works yet. But y'all know my story, and y'all know, if y'all watch previous of my girl talk videos, why it's important to be low-key and why it's important not to really overshare things. But again, in my early 20s, I feel like, you still young. You don't really know no better. You naive to a lot of things, and you feel like you can share things with people, right? And especially people that you are close with, or people that you know, homeboy, homegirl, sister, mother, brother, cousin. You feel like you can share those things. It is okay not to do not share nothing. And it's coming from me. I notice, y'all, when I share things, all hell broke loose. Meaning that what I thought I was accomplished didn't happen. I felt like everything was falling apart after I shared. Or you get this sense of, after you share something, why did I share that? So that was another thing that stopped me from sharing, because I had an uneasy feeling every single time I shared something that I wasn't supposed to share. Because if God revealed to y'all how many people was really praying on y'all downfall but was in y'all face or clapping for you, I promise you would look at it totally different. I promise you probably wouldn't want to open your mouth to anyone. So you be surprised who praying on your downfall. You be surprised who don't really want you to win, who don't want you to win or want you to win, as long as you're not doing it better than them, right? So I feel like it's important in your early 20s to know this. And even still, sometimes we slip up, y'all, and we share things. Stop sharing things, especially if it's not completed yet. If it's not completed, do not share nothing. That's number 2. I'm sorry I stayed so long on that, but y'all, that is so important to me. Oversharing and just sharing, period. And I feel like that's God's way of protecting you. Like, girl or boy, be quiet. Be quiet. Y'all don't believe in monitoring spirits? I do. Number 3, things I wish I knew in my early 20s. That people that's there in the beginning is never there in the ending. So everybody that's there in the beginning with you doesn't mean they're going to be in there in the ending. I feel like I know this already. People come and go. I'm sorry, y'all, but my nose is itching. We in that fall season and that dry skin and that eczema and allergies, okay? So don't mad at me when y'all see me rubbing my nose and my nose gets to looking like Rudolph. But I feel like I know people come and go in life. Like, that's just something we know. But I don't know about y'all, but it seemed like in today's generation and time right now that people are coming and going quicker than you expect. And that is the scary part. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I feel like sometimes it could be me. Because sometimes now I feel like I'm so strict and I feel like I'm so hard on people sometimes. And I feel like that when I feel like things or people rub me the wrong way or they do something that rubs me the wrong way, then I'm quick to like cut it off. Like, I feel like I have no room for BS. And I feel like as long as a person know that they can't play in your face, then they dip in too, right? Because sometimes people will be like, hey, you know, she ain't talking to me, I ain't talking. And it's just like, that's fine with me. I feel like people, you gonna lose people quicker when they know they can't BS you. You gonna lose people quicker when they know they can't play with you, they can't play in your face, they can't try and get over on you. You gonna speak the real, you gonna say what you want, you gonna say what you gotta say, right? You gonna stand your ground, you gonna stand on business. So I feel like as long as people know that, you're gonna have less people in your life. You're gonna have less friends in your life. You're gonna have family members of people that don't want to talk to you, don't want to speak to you because they know they can't play with you. And that goes to anybody. It applies to anyone. So I feel like that's why people coming and going as quick as, because the minute I peep something that I don't like or I don't want to be around, then I'm out. You gotta go. So hey, I don't mind cutting people off at all. Number 4, y'all, this is killing me on my nose. Number 4, things I wish I knew in my early 20s is that fear, delay, and procrastination will affect you in the long run. Hear me again. Delay, fear, and procrastination will definitely affect you in the long run. Sometimes, y'all, I still have a little regret. And usually I'm not the type of person to have regret, but I do feel like I wish I could have started certain things much sooner, right? I wish I could have started things way more sooner than I did. And I feel like it kind of affected me because I'm thinking to myself, like, you could have been right here, right now, if you didn't let fear get in the way, if you didn't let other people's opinions, projection, deter you away from things that you really wanted to do. What else? And just being a procrastinator, doing stuff at the last minute. And I feel like it will affect you in the long run. So I feel like if it's something that you want to do, and if it's something that you got to do, write it down, do it, get it out the way. Do it scared, okay? You heard people say, do it scared all the time. Just do it. Just start. And I wish I had somebody to tell me that in my early 20s, but I feel like I didn't. Sometimes people around you could be comfortable at where they at. So they really have no real motivation to give to you. So who am I? I was my own motivation to do what I'm doing now, which is YouTube and God. So number 5 is wish I knew in my early 20s is to never judge a person's situation, no matter what it is. And y'all, now sometimes I'm scared to even judge somebody else's situation. I know sometimes we listen, we don't judge, but sometimes y'all know we do judge, depending on what it is. But real life situations, I feel like This is why I feel like I'm always kind of taking up for people, because it's like I don't know what they're going through. I'm not there, so I can't assume another person's situation or what's going on. It's always two sides of the story. But I feel like the reason also why I stopped judging people, because in my early 20s, y'all, I used to be, and I'm speaking for like on TV and seeing things, and I'm just like, oh, that would never be me. I would never do that. You know, stuff like that. And it's just like, I'm talking from inexperience. I'm young, I'm naive. I don't know. I haven't experienced much. So it's like, of course, it's easy to say what you will never do, right? But when you start getting out there, you start doing the things that you say that you would never do. Or God will just make you out of a lie. Every time, y'all, I had judged a person's situation, I feel like I ended up in a situation not like them, but it was a situation enough to remind me of a person that I judged. I learned early to stop judging people in their situations and to just be quiet, because you don't know what a person is going through. You don't know why they're going through what they're going through, and you just never know when it could be you. Now, I wasn't a big judgy person, but I was the type of person in my early 20s was like, yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. It's like, girl, you did that. Okay. You did that. It wasn't bad, but I just felt like we have no room or no audacity to even judge another person's situation. And that's why a lot of times I'm taking up for them. Number 6, things I wish I knew in my early 20s. It's okay to let people go. It's perfectly fine to let a person go, no matter the history, no matter the bond, no matter what. It is perfectly fine and okay to let a person go. I know sometimes we feel like we have soul ties to some people. We feel like we built this bond, or we had as much history. Why would I let it end now? I feel like that's the problem. I feel like we clinging on and we holding on to things that we shouldn't be. We should just let it go and let it be. Whatever happens after that happens, right? But I feel like letting go is the start of something. So I feel like if you got a coworker, let them go. If you got a family member, let them go. If you have a best friend, homegirl, your homie, let them go. And some people do you a favor by walking themselves right out of your lives. Let people go. Stop holding on to it. That's dead weight. Number 7, change is okay. I used to be the type of person that when change came, I ran. When it was change, like I had such an uneasy feeling. Like I didn't like change. I liked it comfortability. I'm sorry, y'all. I just feel like when it came to change, like change is scary no matter what it is. Like it is. It's an uncomfortable feeling, and that feeling I did not like. So I will run from it. But it didn't hit me until like my mid-20s where I started running to change, because even though I was uncomfortable, eventually I got comfortable in that uncomfortableness. And then here I am looking for the next uncomfortable feeling, because I know it's going to take me to where I need to go in life. And change is okay. So don't be scared, because what they say, whatever you run from will be waiting for you somewhere else. And you don't want that to happen. So I would just say it's important to embrace change and just sit in that uncomfortableness until you get comfortable. Number 8, things I wish I knew early is saving. Oh my God, saving your coins. Y'all, I do not come from an environment where saving is a thing. I knew to have it, always have something, right? But I never came from an environment where saving. No, I come from spend that. Okay? You got it? Spend that. That's where I came from. And y'all, I cannot tell you, if you are in your early 20s, better yet, if you are my age, saving is crucial. Look at the times we are in. Look at the world we are in. Look at the politics. Look at what's going on. Economic wise, everything is going down the drain. Okay, so it's important to get on your P's and Q's and to be disciplined as possible. Saving is crucial, y'all. And I know sometimes I'm not the best person, but I am also a penny pincher. I like to spend, but I'm also a penny pincher. I'm not gonna go past my limit. And when I do, sometimes I get upset at myself, but at the same time, I feel like I know how to make it up because I know that discipline. I just act like it's not even there. And that's sometimes what you gotta do, because the days we living in, saving is vital. Okay. Number 9. Things I wish I knew early is I don't have to have it all figured out. I wish I knew that I didn't have to have it all figured out. By the time I had turned 25, y'all, I literally cried because I felt like I had to have it all figured out. I felt like I had to have this, I had to have that. And it's okay. I feel like a lot of times we miss the point of, sometimes we're not supposed to be too ahead and we're not too behind. Like, we just where God wants us to be. And I started living by that like after I turned 25 and started back doing YouTube. I'm just gonna go with the flow. You know, what's for me won't miss me. What's for me is mine. So I wasn't worried or concerned anymore. But before that, I was like, that was so much stress on me, just not knowing and figuring things out and how life would be and where I would be in 5 years. And sometimes I still think about that, but I also, when I do think about that, I trust God automatically. I start trusting in God, and I'm just like, He know what to do, because everything that I went through or everything that had happened was for me to be here, right now, at this moment. So we don't have to always have it all figured out. Number 10, I wish I knew in my early 20s, is that it took all those things to happen in my life that led up to right where I am today. So with that being said, is to never rush the journey. I'm doing just fine, and so are you. Never rush the journey. And that comes into my bonus, is I wish I knew in my early 20s, is patience. Now, here's the crazy part. I've always been a patient person, always, but I feel like mentally I wasn't a patient person. Like, even when it came to YouTube, I feel like, man, I'm not seeing none move. I'm not getting past 1,000 subscribers. Like, y'all, it was a struggle. Now look at me, almost at 2,500. Thank God. And I'm praying, I'm hoping I can get to 3,000 by the end of the year. So I just feel like never rush the journey. Like I said, we are here in this point of time where God want us to be. So it's no need to rush, no need to feel like you have to have it all figured out, because what's for us is for us, and that's all to it. So y'all, I hope this video resonated with somebody. Okay, somebody out there. And I hope y'all took away some of this. And I hope I went all over the place, but I kind of feel like I was, but it's okay. I thank y'all. I love y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.